Ms. Only, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I don't know what the issue is with my board here, but where I usually get the little arrow cursor moving around when I go up to my name or anyone else's, I got a little hand up there moving around now. Have I done something wrong?
I am not sure.
Mr. Malinowski, I think there may have been a recent Zoom update and the hand is normal. That's the same thing I have.
Okay. Thank you. All right, well, I have 3:30 now on the official county computer, so we'll call the November 10th meeting of the Rules and Appointments Committee to order. Ms. Only, if you could please take all the roll.
Yes, sir. Malinowski,
Here.
Kennedy, Newton.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It says I'm connecting to audio, but I am connected.
Yeah, it does say that you are connected. Okay, next item, number 2, approval of the minutes. I will entertain a motion.
Sorry, it took a lot of effort to unmute myself. I moved to approve.
Okay, I've got a motion to approve the minutes from October 20th, 2020. I'll second it. Any discussion? If not, all in favor? Ms. Only?
Aye.
Yeah, aye. We're both aye. Okay. Next is the adoption of the agenda.
Move to approve.
I will second that, and I believe maybe we have an addition, but I'll ask Ms. Only, were you able to confirm that one individual from the airport commission would be able to be interviewed today, or did we get that?
We did get in touch with him and he'll be available, I believe, at 4:15.
Okay, what we have, Ms. Newton, is one of the individuals in the interviews for today. Which one is it, Ms. Only? Herbert?
It's Mr. Parrish, and he's the neighborhood appointment.
No. I mean, out of the interviews we had scheduled, one withdrew.
Miss Herbert and Miss Hodges are still on. Miss Aiken withdrew.
Okay.
And Miss Herbert was actually called into an emergency meeting, so she's not going to make her appointment, but she is going to try to call in before the end of the meeting.
Okay, so based on that and looking at all the other boards, commissions, and committees, Ms. Newton, there were several individuals for the airport commission. However, there was only one that qualified to fulfill the neighborhood portion, and that was a gentleman by the name of Mr. Parrish. So Ms. Only got in touch with him, and we're going to also interview him today for that position, since that was singular in nature. So having said all that, I would move to add Mr. Parrish for an interview to the airport commission and delete Ms. Valerie Aiken, who has withdrawn her application. So I would, you're still muted, Ms. Newton. Doesn't say mute, but I can't hear you. Yeah.
I will second that for discussion.
Okay. All right. We have a motion for the adoption of the agenda as amended, and the second.
One moment, Mr. Malinowski. I do have a discussion point, which is for Mr. Parrish. Do we have an application for him to review?
Oh, that's a very good point. We do not have that, do we?
And I'm comfortable with it being emailed to me, but I just don't know that I have it.
Yeah, it didn't get here. I didn't see one today. Ms. Only, did that not get out then?
No, sir. I'll have Miss Black scan it to y'all right now.
I'll tell you what, though, the entire council won't have that to review prior to the meeting. So it wouldn't be fair to come up, I don't think, and ask them to make an appointment when they've not had the opportunity to review this. So I think I would just amend my motion for the amended agenda to just delete Miss Aiken, and we'll have to let Mr. Parrish know that based on circumstances, we can't do him till the next time.
I'll second that.
Okay. All in favor of that, signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right, next are the interviews. And the first one is Ms. Tawanya Herbert. And is she here with us? I don't see her down here, Ms. Oman.
She's not. She's the one that got called into the emergency meeting.
Right, okay. I see
But
Ms. here.
Miss Rodriguez is, Hodges is with us.
Right, I see her over here. So let's go ahead and get in the room and conduct this interview. And would you please?
Mr. Malinowski,
Yes.
do you need a motion for that
No, because this is
or
what
not? Okay.
so yeah, it's not really, but Ms. Olney, would you explain to Ms. Rodriguez Hodges exactly what you need to do?
You will see a prompt to join the breakout room in just a few minutes. You just accept and it will bring you into a private room so that you can speak to the committee members privately.
And just for your information and anyone else that's listening, interviews, because personal information may come up, we've always just had them with committee members and no decisions will be made. Anything that took place, that decision will be made when we come out of this breakout room. Okay, go ahead.
Hello, this is Allison. I don't see a join breakout room. Have I missed it?
Mr. Ratio, I'll let Michelle know to add you. One moment.
Oh, I just saw it. Thank you. Never mind. Thank you.
Okay. Allison, looks like we're all back here. All right, well, as it turns out, we only interviewed one applicant. My recommendation would be, since the CMRTA is one of those that has been waiting a long time for an appointment, that this other individual's application be forwarded with the next group, Miss Tawanya Herbert. And we move forward with making a recommendation tonight to fill the one vacancy on the CMRTA board. That's my recommendation. I'll listen to anything else.
I support that.
Okay, well, in that case, why don't we take a look at all the applicants, which are here. Page 4 of our agenda. We've got 1 through 8. However, Miss 7 is now out. It's Hebert. I think I've been saying Herbert. Which is it?
I don't know.
Herbert on the application, so I'm gonna go with Herbert. And Herbert was not interviewed. And move forward her to the next group, Miss Only, okay? If you would let her know that sometime in the next couple days. So that leaves us with Sean Keith, Roger Leaks, Gary Hopper, Lynn Jackson, Christopher Lawson, and Tanya Rodriguez Hodges. Is there any motion to appoint anyone in particular for this, or would you like any additional discussion? I'm ready to either accept or make a motion. Matter of fact, I have someone I would make the motion based on all of the interviews that we appoint Mr. Christopher Lawson.
I will second that motion.
Okay. So we have a motion and a second for Christopher Lawson. Is there any discussion before the vote? Hearing none, Ms. Only, if
One
you,
moment, sir.
okay,
Mr. Malinowski, Ms. Herbert is trying to connect.
I'm not sure if we can do this now with her. We have a motion. We've already put her to the back. I think in fairness to her, she should come in with the next group.
I would be willing to interview her if you are. I know it's highly irregular as we're in the discussion phase. So as chair, I'll defer to you.
I would, do we have legal on here at all? I don't see anyone.
Hey,
Hey. Miss, all right, let's go ahead. All right, let's go back to the room. Ms. Only, okay?
Mr. Malinowski,
Yes.
do we need a substitute motion or something to table this vote just to keep it official?
How about I'll withdraw my motion?
Sure.
Okay. And you'll withdraw your second?
Sure.
Who do we have here?
hi, my name is Tawanya Herbert.
Yes, I know you. I thought I heard somebody else coming in there.
Oh,
All right, Ms. Only, if you'll put us to the breakout room, Ms. Herbert, you'll see a little box come up there. It says join breakout room. So click on that and we'll all go over there for the interview.
okay. I don't see that option currently.
It's not there yet.
Oh, okay.
There it is. You see it now? Okay, looks like everyone's back again. Any discussion from anyone before we make a motion on who possibly to recommend to the full council to appoint to the Central Midlands Regional Transit Authority? If not, even after the interview of Ms. Herbert, I believe that Mr. Christopher Lawson is still the best qualified candidate, and I will make a motion to appoint Mr. Lawson to the CMRTA board.
I will second that.
Okay, any additional discussion? Hearing none, Ms. Only, if you will call the vote for Mr. Lawson.
Malinowski,
Yes.
Newton,
Yes.
motion passes.
Okay. We will make that recommendation to the full council tonight. Let's try and maybe figure out as a group while we still have time to Ms. Newton, with Ms. Only here, maybe how we can work our next meeting so that Ms. Only, I discussed with Ms. Newton that we need to take care of the business at home also, which is to get back and continue to work on the council rules, which is very important for the full council so that we can have a good operational basis. So if we start a meeting the next couple meetings at 3:30 again, what types of interviews are on the horizon?
The ones that we discussed the last few minutes, the RADAC, the library board, Richland Memorial, and the airport commission are the four that are the most pressing.
Okay, LRADAC has 5, right?
Yes, sir.
Library has 5.
Yes, sir.
Airport has 5.
Yes, sir.
And I don't recall what the hospital has.
They have 2.
2. Okay. So we're not going to be able to knock out any of the 5s next time. And still try to get, I mean, it's a possibility, but still try to get the council business taken care of. So out of all these groups, and I don't know if do you have all this in front of you, Ms. Only? Is it possible to know which ones are the oldest as far as being due? In other words, which terms expired further back, the furthest back?
I believe the airport commission is the one that has the oldest. And I was going to also say several of the boards have people that have applied for several of those boards. I know one that one person applied for I think 3 of the 4 boards. So if we can combine all of those together, we may be able to do them within the next few months.
Okay, after the airport, who's next?
The library board, and then LRADAC and Richland Memorial, theirs come up. Theirs is end on December the 31st each year. So as long as we have those done by the end of December, we'll meet their needs.
Okay, so I've listed them in the order you gave me, which was airport, library, the RADAC, and then the hospital.
Correct.
The hospital's till the end of December.
And so is LRADAC.
Yeah, and so is the RADAC, you say?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Okay. Well, let's concentrate on the number 1 and 2, which would be the airport and the library. And I think we'll just have to split them up over the next 2 meetings, which would give them their new appointees in December then. That would take care of each of those. So,
Mr. Chair,
yes,
how many remaining meetings do we have for the rest of the year?
There are 3. There's 1 more in November and 2 in December.
Okay. Thank you.
so we can get both those 2 oldest ones out. And then, well, and possibly even the hospital. If they have to wait, they'll have to wait. But we've got 10 people on those 2. Hospital makes 2, that's 12. 3 meetings. We could do 4 per meeting. And that would take care of 3 of the 4 groups. What do you think, Ms. Newton?
That works for me.
Okay, so Ms. Only, why don't you start with the airport? Pick 3 people, and I guess in all fairness, pick the ones that put their applications in first. We'll interview 3 from there next time. I'm sorry, I said 4. We'll interview 4 from there. Then we can interview 1, the last remaining one from the airport, the following meeting, and 3 from the library. That'll make 4 for that meeting. And then we'll take the remaining 2 from the library and 2 from, oh, wait a minute. 2 from the library and 2 from the hospital. And the RADAC is just going to have to wait. By then, hopefully, we'll be able to do all 5 at one meeting.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
one possible revision to that order, and I'm not looking at the information, obviously, as Michelle, Ms. Only is the person that has it, but with regards to the airport, to the extent that any of those candidates applied for multiple positions, if we're breaking them up, it might be better to save them towards the end so that they kind of cross over with the other boards that they've applied for, if that makes sense. So if we're interviewing on one day people who've applied for the airport and the library, but 2 applicants for the airport also applied for the library, it might be, if not more efficient, it would certainly help my memory, but I don't know if that's possible.
Ms. Only, why don't you, if we're going to be going for trying to get done the airport, the library, and the hospital in the next 3 meetings,
There's only 4 applicants.
why can't we include any, we would cover anybody there that's applied for those. I tell you what, how about you and I get together, if you send me the list, and then you and I can discuss it and figure out who to put in where. But either way, the airport and the library will be the first 2 done.
Okay. I'll have you something by the end of the week.
Okay. Is that fine, Ms. Newton?
That works. Thank you.
Okay. Now we were taking care of the oldest one with the airport, second oldest with the library, along with the fact that they've got a couple people that are leaving that was, I guess I'd say, unexpected. Correct? Okay.
Correct. One person left before their term ended.
Right. And well, the other one that you mentioned that's leaving, their term probably hadn't ended either.
That is also correct.
Okay, so they got 2. How many, it doesn't make any difference how many we have to appoint there. We have to interview everybody anyway. Okay, so Ms. Only, you and I will discuss this prior to the next meeting so we can figure out who to put on each of the agendas that are upcoming. And also please put on there it's for action, but it's going to be a lot of discussion with it. Yeah, the rules, to continue with working on the council rules.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything else? Mrs. Shea Myers or Administrator Brown have anything to add to us?
No, sir, I do not.
Thank
I
you.
do not, Mr. Chair.
Well, thank you for joining us. That being said, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
I'll second it. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, that is it. We are adjourned. See you at
See you later.